man miss and picks up some yards after the catch.
Riders are without Naaman Roosevelt, still undergoing concussion protocol, likely out for the rest of the game. And what a catch!
Nice catch.
Bakari Grant. They're saying no catch, incomplete. He tried to sell that.
Did he trap it?
Fooled us.
Yeah, well, he was going away from us too. It looked like he had stabbed that one, but if he uses the ground to trap it, no, it bounced off the ground. Good call by the official there.
Right there. They get one first down in this drive, but again, it's been a day for the kickers.
Hey, I'm okay with defensive games. I'm okay with it. It's strategic, and you can't really get on the Saskatchewan defense at all. They've given up 3 points 3 times against a team that averages 32 a game.
Strategic placement. Directional punting has been outstanding today. So Calgary will have the ball when we come back. There's a former Rider who was put on the Plaza of Honor here yesterday and today honored. Lee Jones will speak with Wes Cates when we come back. To the Plaza of Honor here in Regina is this guy, a former Stamp and of course a former Rough Rider. Wes Cates played in 3 Grey Cup games, won 1 with the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. Wes Cates, all-star in the Canadian Football League, who is with Lee Jones.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Rod. Wes, you were in Calgary behind Joffrey Reynolds, waiting for that opportunity, traded to Saskatchewan. What did it mean to come here and be placed in that first-team offense?
It was just an amazing opportunity. I mean, Joffrey Reynolds, John Cornish came in that year, and I knew it was thick in that backfield. So to be able to get moved over to Saskatchewan, I was a little upset at first, but I realized it was the best thing for me. Got my chance to be the guy and took full advantage of it.
2007 Grey Cup champion, went to the 09 and 2010 Grey Cups. You played with a fractured foot in 2007. How'd you do that?
For sure. I did it by getting a couple second opinions. They told me I was shut down, but a couple of doctors said I couldn't hurt myself any further. So they poked and prodded a needle around there, froze the area, and it was tolerable to pain. And I went out there and ran and helped our team get that cup.
Jerome Messam with a long run. You analyze games here locally. What can you say about him?
Messam's a load. He's a tough guy to bring down, and he's got some quick feet for his size, so that's always a problem when you get big athletes that can move. So the Riders just need to stop him before he gets going. I think they'll have a chance. If they let him get that load going, they're going to have a long night ahead of them, definitely a long second half.
Well, thanks for this, Wes. I got to go check on Jerome Messam, who just limped off the field. Thanks for doing this.
Hey, thanks, Lee.
Great. Congratulations to Wes Cates. Jerome Messam limping off the field, and he had banged up those feet. 23-yard gain, though, for Messam. But Roy Finch in the backfield. Trying to get an update. Stamps scrimmage, 1st and 10 from their 52. Mitchell over the middle again. And Roy Finch makes the catch. Another big gainer, big play for the Calgary Stampeders.
Yeah, it comes out of the backfield as Messam goes off and limps off. He comes out and replaces him, and he just runs straight down the hole, right down the middle, and is not picked up in coverage.
8th different receiver today. Ball going end zone to the sunshine. Jump ball. Incomplete. Ed Gainey otherwise would have had his 9th interception of the season.
Well, he's saying he got a foot in. At least his teammate is Casey Rogers. Let's take another look, because he did him down with that football. Did he get the foot down inbounds? No, he's out both feet on the white stripe.
Hey, when you've had 8 interceptions and 3 multi-interceptions, you think you can catch anything in me. You're always in bounds. Big play coming up. Gainey takes that away. 2nd down and 10. Again, the Riders trying to hold the Stamps off here. Mitchell has some time now. It closes, throws it up, and Marquay McDaniel trying to come back to it. And it's Rene Paredes time once more.
You know, both Levi Mitchell here has a little more time than I think he thinks he has. He's got 3-man pressure. He's negotiated the pocket well up to this point, and AC Leonard does close in forcing him to throw that off his back foot, and he just misses the throw. You can see the wobble on that football.
Ready Paredes from the 39, trying to make it 4 of 4 in the afternoon. Success. 10-point game now. Still no touchdowns, all kickers, all defense here. And it's autumn. Defenses rise up as we head that final third of the season. Micah Johnson's been busy. Charleston Hughes.
Well, you know, a lot of credit's got to go to Devon Claybrooks. He's got Micah Johnson. He gives him options sometimes. He'll just let Micah Johnson pick his own gap. Jagarrett Davis has got up there and got some pressure. He's in that conversation, one of the premier rush ends in the league. And I waited to mention Charleston Hughes third in that list.
Rob Bagg on the receiving end.
But you know,
T. Evans makes the tackle.
when you look at the coaches that Devon Claybrooks played for, worked with in his past, you can see why he has been so successful as a relatively new defensive coordinator. I mean, this guy has worked with Bill Parcells, John Gruden, Tony Dungy, and Dennis Green in the NFL. Not to mention Rich Studler, Tressman, Hufnagel, Rick Campbell, and Chris Jones on the other side of the field today.
Little screen here. Keenan LaFrance with some running room. More running room and a big play from the Riders. There is a penalty flag down though, and it might be coming back. France sprung out of the backfield, but I think this is going to be erased.
Offside, Saskatchewan, I believe, is the indication.
Offside, Saskatchewan, number 88, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Caleb Hawley got a jump. This was a perfect read by Kevin Glenn.
Well, it was the right play call against the defense, which hasn't happened very often today for Saskatchewan offensively. Let's take a look at the snap. All 24. I'll try and find you Caleb Hawley in there.
Up top, there he is. A couple yards,
Yeah,
maybe 3 or 4.
No question. He's a yard and a half past the line of scrimmage. It's just a lack in concentration at the wrong time.
90 seconds to go, third quarter.
That's the type of play offensively could have given them some confidence. See,
Haven't had much of it today. Glenn has to hang on, and then he goes again, and guess who? Charleston Hughes rings him up once more.
now that's 8 sacks for Charleston Hughes in the last almost, well, two games and 3 quarters against Saskatchewan. And you see him right there at the bottom of the line here in that stand-up rush in position. Now he steps up and goes wide and around, and he causes some problems for Glenn just by touching the ball. That subtle little arm to push the ball out of Glenn's hands temporarily gave him an extra second to get back there and get the sack.
Adds another sack to his ever-increasing total. This is an enormous boot from Bartel, sending Finch back. Looks for a crease, and then he's upended. 53-yard boot. And a penalty flag down.
Hey, Brent. Hey, that Jen. Ball, we want to take to you, right? So just.
Green return, illegal block. Calgary number 3, 10-yard penalty. First down, Calgary.
It's a couple penalties on the teams for Patrick Levels. Calgary Stampeders.
So Bo Levi Mitchell, who has a radio show in Calgary this week, was part of his show was this troll tweet. He was looking for some tweets from some Rider fans. He got a lot. And he says he loves being the villain in enemy territory. Here's Messam again. So look at this. Over 100 yards now for Jerome Messam, so he wasn't on that sideline very long. Carried some more Riders. They couldn't bring him down. Another big day for 33.
241 yards for Jerome Messam. Last 2 outings against Saskatchewan and counting. He's got a quarter to go.
Should be the final play of this third quarter. Bashes through once more for the first down. The Calgary Stampeders, who are 9-1 when they lead after 3 quarters this season, have a lead, 12-2. Looking to make it 9 wins in a row and 10 wins in a row against the Saskatchewan Roughriders. We head to the fourth quarter in Regina, a 10-point ball game. (12-2) after 3 quarters, heading to the fourth here. If someone told the Saskatchewan Roughriders he would hold the Calgary Stampeders to 12 points, I think they would have taken it, but they didn't tell them, no, they only have 2 of their own. Just cannot get their offense going.
Well, listen, we got a quarter to play here, and lots can happen. But if Calgary holds on and wins this football game, they go to their game plan again like they did in the first meeting between these 2 teams. Jerome Messam pounding the ball. In that third quarter, he had 8 carries for 69 yards. Chris Jones is trying to get that defense to stop him, especially on first down. But that's easier said than done when it comes to this Calgary run game. And you can't fault the defense in Saskatchewan giving up 4 field goals.
In terms of interceptions for Mitchell, Marquay McDaniel had 2 turnovers apiece in this game. Who would have thought you'd also have 2 of the leading turnover ratio teams? You'd have 2 turnovers apiece, and none of those turnovers produced any points. That says a lot about the defenses in this game. Early fourth quarter, lots of ball game left though. Messam in the backfield, pistol with Lowe, who gets it off to Rob Cote. Cote will get the first down on 2nd down and 3.
Boy, nice play calling here from Dave Dickinson. I mean, this is spend a quarter pounding Messam in the middle, and then you say, well, you know what? In this key 2nd down and 3, where everyone in the park thinks it's going to 33, pull it and get it out there to the fullback Rob Cote. I mean, it's a tendency breaker and a great call.
Messam goes to the sideline. That means Roy Finch comes in on the 1st and 10 from the 53. Cole looks to his left. Now going through his reads. Decides to chuck it to the near sideline and has his man. It is Rory Colehurt. Just came into the ball game.
Wow.
9th different receiver for Bo Levi Mitchell. And Rory Colehurt, who is back home in his hometown, comes up with his 5th catch as a Stampeder.
Starts looking this way. Nothing there. Go ahead and roll it. Now he's looking down the middle. Nothing there. Now he goes to his next progression. Over here, Rory Colehurt gotcha through the read progressions all the way across the field, wide side to short side. Still has that much time in the pocket to deliver a strike.
Colehurt, the former Saskatchewan Husky, with Winnipeg, of course. Last 5 years, and Preston Butler trips up Roy Finch. Looks like they lost 1.5 yards, almost 2.
Again, the numbers for Mitchell aren't going to jump off the page in the passing game here this afternoon, but he's done what he's needed to do to continue to get his team in field goal range and get Rennie Paredes out there and do his thing. He's 4 for 4 tonight.
21 of 27 for Bo. 200 yards passing. Lots of time here now, and he's brought down. Just when the pocket looked like it was closing, A.C. Leonard from behind sneaks up on Bo Levi Mitchell and drags him down for the Riders' first sack of the ball game.
Starts up here, and then he's going to come from behind and catch Mitchell as he steps up in the pocket. And we've seen him negotiate the pocket so well throughout his career, but if you keep at it, keep working as a defensive lineman, good things happen. That's what happened with A.C. Leonard. And the coverage helps out at the other end because Bo couldn't find a receiver.
And here's the thing, because they lost so much yardage, took them out of field goal position. And Rob Maver in this battle of field position looks for the coffin corner. Pretty good kick there near the 10-yard line. That's where Kevin Glenn will bring his offense up. Macy Leonard, a former tight end and a receiver. Now a sack man, his 4th sack of the season, first of the afternoon for the Riders. There's Kevin Glenn on the sidelines holding his hand. The Riders offense is on the field, but Glenn is on the sideline. Brandon Bridge, who got his first CFL win last week, is in the huddle. It looks like he's going to operate here. We'll have to see and get an update from Lee Jones, but it looks like it might be Brandon Bridge's 4th quarter. We'll see. Young Canadian quarterback. Bridge, look out here. It's another Calgary Stampeders sack. James Vaughters.
Great performance by Brandon Bridge against the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Comes off the bench. Kevin Glenn didn't dress in this game. Goes 21 of 31, 231 and 3 touchdowns. First half with the aggressive play calling and allowing Bridge to do his thing. He put up most of those numbers, and then they got conservative play calling in the second half. So he didn't get to the 300 mark, but an outstanding performance against the Ticats in his first start of the year.
So the Riders, who are down 10, Glenn monitoring now Bridge's play from the sideline. Bridge slinging it here up high, looking for Devin Bailey. Incomplete pass. And so another long field becomes a boot here for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Josh Bartell will come out.
But with this push in the pass rush, Rod, from this Calgary defensive line, not a bad idea. Even if Kevin Glenn's hand's okay, to see what Brandon Bridge can do here. He's athletic, he can run, he can try and break down the defense with his legs. I mean, he was backed up against his own goal line here, but possibly next series, cut him loose and run the ball a little bit.
Stamps could get some great field position here. Bartell. Finch, 38-yard kick. No gain on the return. Jerome Messam, another 100-yard day. Well, the Messam Express has delivered today.
Especially in that third quarter, had 69 yards rushing on 6 carries. He's now at 113. So in 2 games against Saskatchewan this year, he's at 248 and counting. Clearly the game plan for Dave Dickinson. You don't see very often in the CFL a back getting the ball 28 times, or 19 in the case of this afternoon. You just don't see that many carries that often. But this is the key, clearly, Dave Dickinson believes, to beat the Saskatchewan defense.
Punishing runner, tireless, back at it is Jerome Messam. Ducks underneath him, has half the first down yardage. Give him 4 on the play. Clock ticks under 10 minutes to play. The Saskatchewan Roughriders, who have not beaten the Calgary Stampeders since 2013, July 5th. Chris Jones, 2-7 lifetime against the Stamps as a coach. 0-3 as a head coach here in Saskatchewan. Was coming once more, and once more, Saskatchewan Roughriders defense will stop a drive here. Now, last time they brought out Rob Maver. Well, they bring Maver out again, and his punt last time was a good kick to the 10-yard line. They'll bring Maver out once more soon.
See, here's the box right here, and the Riders have been trying to load it up. And go with just 3-man pressure, dropping and having that big gap between linebackers and D-line. And this time, McWavin didn't bail out of there. He stayed and made the tackle on that little, or made the play on that little screen attempt.
No touchdowns in this game. Maver. And this time, the Riders get to Rob Maver again. The ball is in the end zone. But a flag on the play, contacting the kicker once more.
Number 11.
Ed
This is a
Gainey.
10-yard penalty with a first down.
And so we'll keep the drive going. Ed Gainey too close.
If you're attempting to block a punt, you've got to dive to the spot where the foot is, not where the punter will end up. And Ed Gainey, as well as he's played all year, just took the wrong angle. Now, it looked like he may have got pushed a little bit, and I think he was trying to make that argument. That doesn't matter. If you contact the kicker, you contact the kicker.
No challenge flag necessary this time. Of course, Dave Dickinson used his challenge on the roughing the kicker call, contacting the kicker back in the first half. Well, Levi Mitchell's offense back on the field. And a crossing pattern over the top for Beggleton. Beggleton, a stiff arm down near the 20-yard line. Reggie Beggleton, this receiving core that's lost Tavares Daniels, Kamar Jordan, and also Lamar Durant has become a force in it.
Well, you can be confident on offense. You can be patient on offense when you have the #1 defense in the game. And this Calgary defense has allowed Bo Levi Mitchell to be patient, run the ball at times. If they don't get it, no big deal, they run it. But they know their defense is locking it down.
Quay McDaniel in motion. They gave it to Messam. Goes up the gut, is lifted up and dropped by Enoch Muamba, and flags fly here. Flags in play. Couple of Canadian players, Muamba and Messam. Guys who know each other well. They've met head on a few times in this game and through their careers.
Chargeable conduct. Calgary, number 33, 10-yard penalty enforced from the end of the play, second down.
Messam to the sideline, said, yeah, my bad.
He knows it. And he actually went, and Wamba right here is going to make the tackle. And it's a good tackle in the hole. He's got to beat the block first of Shane Bergman, and then he makes the tackle, and Messam just throws the ball at him. But he went right up to Muamba right after, said, hey, that's my bad. I just reacted, a tap on the head. He's
10-yard penalty on 2nd 15.